Can you just tell us what should we expect next?
Yes, Bradan, I think we started off with quite an electric mood this morning with women of all different races, all different creeds and ages coming together in order to amplify the message that gender-based violence in this country is in a crisis, and that we actually need a declaration of some sort of a state of emergency. What we're having happening at this stage is that we expect the memorandum of demands to be read out by the organizers of this event. In fact, before they started addressing us, we were told that there were a number of protesters who are women that have been arrested. We're not too certain exactly what that number is, but the message was then reiterated that our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, has been stating, telling women across the country that there is no money to fight the scourge of gender-based violence. So this protest here outside the JSE, outside the economic hub of the country, is to show the president exactly where he can get that money in order to fund the fight against gender-based violence. Not only that, but it is also to hold capital accountable for the scourge, and that they also need to play a role, talking about a 2% levy that should be, that should be spent on fighting the scourge of gender-based violence. We also had a moment of silence for all those women, or they were called, in fact, bodies that we've lost to gender-based violence. The latest being the UCT student from UCT who was killed inside a post office. Now, who was buried just this past weekend. I mean, there are a number of women that have made headlines with regards to the scourge of gender-based violence. But Bradan, I just want to take you back to the official speakers just to hear exactly what's going to happen.
So when we say gender-based violence affects us all in every sphere of life, we are not kidding. There is no one immune to gender-based violence. And so we call on all vice-chancellors of institutions of higher learning to not just take a stance for the sake of taking a stance. We demand that every institution of higher learning have an office that is independent, that deals specifically with cases of gender-based violence on campus. We are tired of feeling unsafe in our campuses. We are tired of being perpetual victims in our campuses. We are also looking for cleaner pastures. But how dare we look for cleaner pastures when we know we have more possibility of being raped before we graduate? And that's the South African reality. Another South African reality that has shocked the nation for the past 3 weeks is the rise in xenophobic attacks. We cannot separate xenophobia from gender-based violence and femicide, because we know when our African brothers and sisters are displaced, it is the women and the children who are potential victims of secondary violence. We know that when women and children are displaced because of xenophobic attacks, they are at risk of femicide and possible rape. So when we stand here, we must not think about gender-based violence as just gender-based violence. No, comrades. We must not be lazy in our analysis of the problem. We must think better than our government thinks for us. We must be able to ask difficult questions. Questions that our government will sweep under the carpet. Our next speaker is one that understands the dual oppression of being a migrant in South Africa, as well as being a survivor of gender-based violence. Comrades, I urge you, may we treat every story that is being shared with us now with a level of sensitivity and consideration. I welcome Nobuhle.
and ready to